Welcome to Author Mindset Monday. Beautiful day. Matt Biondi's quote today is all about persistence. And he said, "Persistence can change failure into extraordinary achievement." So true. Hi there, my name is Christopher Diarmani, and one of the greatest pleasures of my life is helping authors go from blank page to finished first draft to published book with ease. It's just such a treat to be able to help get those words on the page. I love it. And today's quote from Matt Biondi is really a key cornerstone, I think, for any healthy author mindset. Persistence is one of those beautiful traits that pretty much makes anything possible. And as Matt says in this quote, can turn failure into an extraordinary achievement. And I love that. Because here's the reality. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, no matter how awesome you are at it, you're going to fail. There is no human being on this planet who can be successful 100% of the time. There are no exceptions to this rule. None. And to prove my point, I want to talk about the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan. He lost almost 300 games. He missed over 9,000 shots over the course of his career. That's a pretty big number. There are pro players who never make 9,000 shots in their career, let alone miss them. And 26 times he was handed the trust of making the game-winning shot and taking his team home to victory, and he failed. Yet, despite these so-called failures, the only thing any of these proved to Michael Jordan was he needed to try harder. He needed to try more. He had to work out better. He had to figure out some new way of taking his game to another whole new level. And as a result of his persistence, he won 6 NBA championships. He turned his vision, his dream for his life, into the reality that we all look upon, or at least, folks like me, look upon in awe. Because, oh my goodness, how is it possible for one person to have that kind of an impact on a game? And yet he did. And here's the simple truth. You can too, in whatever your sphere of expertise is, your sphere of influence is. Because the truth that Michael Jordan knows all too well is that persistence guarantees your success. He didn't start off being the most winning player in history. He started off losing a whole bunch of games. He didn't even get picked for his high school varsity team, if I recall correctly. He had his fair share of setbacks, and yet between his persistence and his determination, nothing could stop him. That refusal to give up, that stark refusal to say, "I refuse to let you hold me down." That's how you transform those momentary defeats into victory. And this is true whether or not your dream is to be a basketball superstar, or whether you're writing a nonfiction book because you want to transform the people in your sphere of influence for the better, right? You must try, always try one more time than you fail. Get up one more time than you fall down. Succeed one more time than you fail, no matter what. And all of this stuff is possible for you. Simple math says it has to. If you get up once more than you fail, that's success, right? So if your dream is to write a book, if the goal that's on your heart is to write a book that will help transform others' lives, help them solve the problem that you know a lot about, then do what's required every single day without exception. Be persistent, be tenacious, don't let anything get in your way. Because ultimately the steps for this are super simple. They really are. Make a decision. Follow that decision with immediate and effective action, and repeat. Super simple, right? Now, is it easy? Well, that depends on a bunch of different factors, including your own commitment to being persistent, your own commitment to maintain that motivation that's required every single day, to maintain that desire to achieve that goal, to go from blank page to having a complete and detailed outline, and taking that outline and turning that into a really awesome first draft, and then polishing that first draft so that you can publish this book out into the world and change lives with it. All that depends on is persistence. Make a decision, follow that decision with excellent action, repeat. Super simple. So if you want to design a really detailed, really amazing roadmap for success for your book, one of the things that's going on this week, we have the first session this morning, is Unstuck. And I call this the free 5-day workshop for Christian nonfiction authors. And the point of this workshop is to take you from that blank page that I was talking about earlier and help you develop a complete detailed roadmap for success for your book. And what that means is you'll come out of this with a detailed outline, which is arguably very, very important. You will also know your why. Why writing this particular book is so important for you. Because that also is crystal clear, it's actually required in order to maintain that persistence. If you don't know why, you're not going to have the depths of motivation to keep you going. Critical stuff. Same thing with knowing who this book is for. What is the problem you want to solve for them? Why are you the expert that can do this? All of the roadmap for success will contain all of these things. And like I said, we held the very first session this morning, talked about a bunch of stuff. And when I say it's not too late, what I mean is if you go to christianauthorunstuck.com right now and sign up, you'll gain access to the recording of this morning's session, and you'll be able to attend all the rest of the sessions this week. And when you show up, when you watch these videos, whether it's live at 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific, or whether you're showing up and watching the recording at a later time, and you do the work, because there is success work, of course, that's required to build this plan, right? Build this roadmap. When you do all that, you'll come out of this week with a complete detailed roadmap for success so that you know every single answer required to go from blank page to finished first draft in probably less than 3 weeks. That may sound amazing to you. That may sound obscenely insane to you. But I can tell you from experience, and I can tell you from the experience of past people going through this course, all of this is possible. All of this is possible for me. It was possible for them, which also means it's possible for you. And that's the fun of this, right? Because if you set a goal that even if it seems really, really insane, set that bar really high and see if you can't do it, because who knows? We're all capable of far more than we think we are. That's a fundamental reality. So why not set that bar high? Aim high. What's the worst that can happen? You don't quite get there, but you still get to the top of a mountain? That's beautiful, right? So that's the message for today. If you want to write a book, if you want to get this roadmap for success done so that writing this first draft is super easy, sign up right now, christianauthorunstuck.com, and I'll get you all the details. And you'll have a lot of fun, and you'll learn a lot of really cool things. And I'll also teach you a few things that, while are really simple on the surface, help you go to those deep levels that are really, really required in order to write a book that will grab your ideal reader by the throat and have them hang on to that book and not let it go until they're done. Because that's what you want, right? You want someone who's going to be that rabid fan. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed today's video, I would love it if you would like and share with your family and your writing friends and so on. And if something really stuck out in your mind, share that in the comments. I'd love to hear it. But whether you join me at the Unstuck 5-day workshop, or whether you just come back and hang out with me again tomorrow at 3 o'clock, persistence is the key to accomplishing any goal in life, whether that's writing a book, whether it's becoming a basketball superstar, whether that's, whatever your dream is, start with persistence. It'll serve you really, really well. All right? Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.